Hello friends, good afternoon. I am Amol Kadam, Assistant Professor of Service College of Engineering, Pandharpur. Today we are discussing in detail bipolar junction transistor. What is meant by bipolar junction transistor and its detail about this. The bipolar junction transistor. First of all, bi means what is meant by bi. Bi means two. Two direction. Polar means polarity of two directional means the bipolar junction transistor means two terminal devices, sorry, two directional current will be flow in this bipolar junction transistor. So these are the characters, some basic about that. Is also called as BGT. The transistor is a three-terminal semiconductor device, consists of either two N type or one P type, or maybe two P type or one N type. Whatever the polarity or that terminal material type is this depends upon their PNP transistor or NPN transistor. So the formation is called as NPN transistor, while that it is also called as PNP transistor. So there are two types of BGT, PNP or NPN. The classification depends upon the layer of that semiconductor devices. If we use two P type material or one N type material, then it's called as PNP transistor. And suppose we use two N type transistor, two N type material and one P type material, semiconductor material layer, then it is called as NPN transistor. So we go to the next slide. This is the symbolic representation of NPN transistor and PNP transistor. In each transistor, flowing point to be noted. Uh, there are two junction, so the transistor can be considered as a two diode connected back to back. If we observe that first two junction, suppose we observe here two P type material is there in second. See here, second symbol diagram, two P type material and one N type. N type material is in the center of that material of the. If we observe only P type and N type, this is symbol of diode. So two diode is connected back to back is form the transistor. Same symbolic representation is shown in here. The three terminal devices, the middle section is the thin, then other means we want middle layer, whatever the type of semiconductor, that is P or N, it is very thin as compared to other side, because the deflection region is very less. For that the flow of current we can flow into. The naming of transistor terminal is here. See, terminal 1 is emitter, middle one is base, and upper one is collector. This is the N type transistor. This is the symbol of N type transistor. How we identify the P type or N type material? Anyone knows? Okay, see here, the arrow of that emitter terminal is outward, then this transistor is NPN transistor. If the arrow, see here, the emitter terminal is in emitter terminal, the arrow is on outside, it goes to outside, so it's called as NPN transistor. If the arrow is inside, means the current flow emitter to base to collector, then it's called as PNP transistor. If the current flow collector to base, base to emitter, then it's called as NPN transistor. Is it clear? So, okay, we move to the next slide, next point. First terminal is the emitter. Okay, what is mean by emitter? You tell me first of all. Transistor is a three terminal device. Okay, which terminal? Base, collector and emitter. Okay, and it's formed from two type of material, two PNP, two PP, two P material, P type material and one N type material, or two N type material and one P type material layer is semiconductor material layer is formed by transistor, bipolar junction transistor. These and the some now we go in detail, go to the emitter. The emitter section is one side that supplies the carriage is called emitter. Emitter means the section of one side that supplies is carried is called emitter. Emitter is always forward bias with respect to base, so it can supply carrier. For NPN transistor, emitter supplies holes to the junction, and for PNP transistor, emitter supplies electron. See here, suppose the NPN transistor is there, then the emitter terminal provides holes to the junction is the NPN. Okay, and for PNP transistor, it supplies electron. It carries the electron, that is called emitter. Okay, so what is meant by collector? In general, what is meant by collector? Anyone knows? Okay, collector means bunch, means collect some information, that is called collector, not a collection. Means collection, we collect the data or any value or electrons is called collector. So the in this section the collectors is other side, that the collect the carrier is called collector. Its name is given because it's collect whatever the holes or electron is called the collector. For NPN transistor, collector receives holes to the junction, receives holes to the junction, and PNP transistor it's collect the receive electrons. Means if the transistor is NPN transistor, then it's collect holes, means it receives the holes from the junction or to its junction, means it take electrons, means it take holes in NPN, it collect holes from the junction. Which junction? Emitter and base junction. Okay, and same concept in PNP transistor. Collect what the what the function of collector? It collect the electrons from its junction. Which junction? Emitter and base junction. It's collect electrons in NPN, and PNP it's collect the holes or it's receives the holes. This is known as collector. Base. What is the meaning of base? Base terminal. In every transistor, base is always in middle. Whatever in three terminal, we how it's identify? In three terminal, middle one is the base terminal. Is formation of PN junction between emitter or collector terminal. It's called the base. The middle section, the middle of the middle terminal of the transistor is always known as base terminal. This is the basic idea of bipolar junction transistor, means BJT. Okay, we revise this point. Bipolar junction transistor has three terminal devices. It's made up of two type of material, P type or N type. Two type of means two P type material is combined, and in that middle one is the N type. Then is called as PNP transistor, and another one is NPN, means two N type material and one P type material is formed. Then it's called as PNP transistor and NPN transistor. There are two types of transistor, PNP and NPN. How the naming is given? It's the structure of that formation of PNP junction. Which terminal for the PNP junction BJT transistor? Three. Three terminal. Which terminal? Base, collector and emitter. What does it mean by emitter? It emits the electrons or holes with respect to the other junction. It emits. If it emits the holes, or either it emits the electron, depends upon the type of transistor, PNP or NPN. What is in the collector? It's collect the carrier. It receives the carrier from emitter and base junction. If they receive electrons or if they receive holes, it depends upon the type of material, type of transistor, PNP or NPN. Okay, what is my base terminal? Is the middle terminal of that transistor. Okay, whatever the devices come from that, this is from that base of that terminal. Okay, now we some important fact to remember to related to transistor. Transistor has three terminal region, name as the emitter, base, junction, collector. We already revised it. The base is much thinner than other region, means it's very thin as compared to emitter and base junction. Emitter is heavily doped, so it can inject large amount of carrier into the base. Base is lightly doped, so it can pass most of the carrier to the collector, and the collector is moderately doped. Which terminal is heavily doped in emitter? Into transistor? Emitter. Why? Because it's inject the large amount of carrier into the base. That's why it is a heavily doped. So next point, some important, the junction between emitter and base is called emitter base junction, or emitter base junction diode. The base is collector is the collect the base junction, so that is collector diode is also emitter diode and collector diode. The emitter diode is always forward bias, and the collector diode is always reverse bias. What is in the collector diode and emitter diode? Is here the junction between emitter and base is called as emitter base junction, or also called as emitter diode. The junction between base and collector is called as collector diode. So the emitter diode is always forward bias. Why? Because emitter inject the more amount of electrons or holes the carry from that, because it is a heavily doped. So base to collector junction is heavily doped. Yes, and the emitter diode is always forward, as I already mentioned here. The resistance of emitter diode is very small. Resistance is very small because it's forward bias. So the resistance of collector diode is high because it is reverse bias. These are the working of PNP transistor. We see here this is the NPN transistor structure. The current is flowing from this, because these are the junction. Forward bias is applied to the emitter base junction, and reverse bias is applied to the collector base junction. The forward bias in this emitter base junction causes the electrons to move towards the base. This constitutes the emitter current IE. Here the working of here is showing the arrow of the holes and electron. P-type material is very thin because it is the base terminal. Uh, in IE means emitter current, IC means collector current, and IB means base current. Here voltage is connected to base terminal, positive terminal is connected to base terminal, that is VEB, because voltage across emitter base junction, and VCB means voltage across collector base junction. Here the arrow is showing here because collector terminal is always outside the arrow, so that's was the PNP transistor I already mentioned you. So these are the working of PNP. As the electrons flow towards the p-type base, they try to recombine with holes. A base is highly doped, only a few electrons recombine with the holes within the base, and these recombined electrons constitute a small base current, and the remainder electron cross the bases constitute collect the current. These are the collector current equation of uh, electron crosses the base of collector transistor. I means emitter current. I is equal to I into C, I into VC, because whole current is combined in emitter current is divided into base current and collector current. These are the current equation of two terminal transistor devices. Okay, these are the working of PNP transistor, same working, but the current direction is reverse, because in NPN transistor IE current is enter into p-type material, ion type material, then goes to the current is divided. Here the IC and IB is equal to IC, same the equation is there, forward bias and reverse bias, but the direction is opposite to the NPN transistor. Okay, so working of PNP transistor, as the holes flow towards the p-type n-type base material base, they try to recombine with electrons. As the base lightly doped, only few holes recombine with electron within the base terminal. These recombined holes constitute the small base current. The remainder holes crosses the base and constitute the collect the current. Collector terminal is collect the current from the operation of the transistor. These are the symbolic representation of NPN transistor and PNP transistor. See here, emitter base junction. What is the difference between here? I already told you, if the arrow is outside, then the terminal is NPN transistor, and the arrow of emitter terminal is inside, then it's called as PNP transistor. These are the symbolic representation. See here carefully. I is equal to same equation is applied on that. I is equal to IB plus IC. Same in PNP also. I is equal to IB plus IC. Here the in PNP transistor equation is different. So IB is equal to IE plus IC, and in NPN transistor I is equal to IB plus IC. It is the difference here. Operating mode, the active mode. In active mode, the transistor operating mode, the active mode, the base emitter junction is forward bias, collector junction is in reverse bias in active mode. Transistor operate in three mode. Okay, first one is active mode, second one is saturation mode, and third one is cutoff mode. In active mode, base emitter junction is forward bias and base collector junction is reverse bias. Base collector junction is reverse bias. In saturation region, base emitter junction is forward bias and collector junction is also forward bias, which is a saturation region, and cutoff region means both junction are in reverse bias. We go in detail in VI characteristics of transistor in a next few slide. Okay, so only remember this thing is in active region, base emitter junction is in forward bias and collector base junction is in reverse bias. Okay, remember this point. In active region BE forward bias and BC reverse bias. BC means base collector terminal reverse bias. Okay, the saturation mode, the BE is in forward bias and both junction are forward bias in saturation region. It act as a switch. Okay, and these are in active mode the transistor act as an amplifier. Okay, and cutoff mode both junction is in reverse bias because they act as a open switch. Okay, and saturation region it act as a closed switch. Okay, so the transistor connection here, the transistor can be connected in the circuit is following three way: common base, common emitter and common collector. These are the three way to connect the transistor in any circuit. Okay, this is the common base connection. The common base terminology is derived from this fact the base is common to both in the input and output side of the side of the configuration. You already did this in practical amplifier in ICAD first amplification circuit. So these are the output across the collector base junction and input is across the emitter base junction. These are the symbolic representation and this is the terminology to connect the transistor in the circuit, in any circuit. So the common base connection, current amplification factor alpha is also the ratio of change in collector current to the change in emitter current is at constant, which is known as collector current amplification factor alpha. That is the rate of change of, another definition I will tell you, the rate of change of collector current with respect to emitter current at constant collector base voltage is known as alpha. Alpha is known as current amplification factor means alpha. Okay, the practical value of alpha is less than unit, always is less than unit in practically, but in the range of 0.9 to 0.99 it's always, but ideal value of alpha we consider as a unity, that is 1. Okay, unity. The expression for collector current is here. The total emitter current does not reach the collector terminal because a small portion of the constitute base current is, so that I is equal to IC plus IB. I already told you I is equal to IC plus IB. That is what is I is the emitter current is equal to IC collector current plus base current. Okay, so also the collector diode is the reverse bias, so the very few minority carrier is passes to the collector base junction, which is actually constitute the leakage current ICVO. So the collector current constitute of portion of the emitter current alpha I and leakage current ICVO. So alpha is equal to ICVO. Alpha is that These are the collector current equation. Alpha means amplification current factor into IE plus ICBO means both current. These are the expression of IC. If we calculate the collector current, so take a common from I. What is meant by IC plus IB. So that is the we can put the value of I here, and we that take a common IC from both. So the IC is equal to alpha into IB. This is the factor alpha upon 1 minus alpha is the factor of beta. These are the characteristics of common base configuration input characteristics, VI input characteristics. Here the VE, VB, what is VV versus VB characteristics is called as input characteristics, and I is the increase the rapidly with VB. It means the input resistance is very small. It's almost depends upon the value of I of VCB. Voltage across collector and base terminal is always depends upon that, independent of that. Okay, so this is the output characteristics of common base configuration. So the characteristics like is called output of characteristics of IC varies linearly with the voltage across base collector base common base terminal only when the VB is very small. As VB increases, IC becomes constant. We see here with rapidly changes is seen in this slide. Okay, the input and output resistance of common base configuration. Input resistance, the ratio of change in emitter base voltage to the change in emitter current is called as the input resistance. If we want to calculate the RI, it means input resistance of the transistor, is that the rate of change of voltage across base emitter terminal into the rate of change of current emitter current. We can calculate the RI. If we want to calculate the RO, then we want to calculate the IC, because the IC is the output current across the collector terminal, and we want to calculate the voltage across collector terminal, base collector junction. These are the input output resistance calculation. So the common emitter connection is here. See here in this the diagram. So common emitter collection terminology is derived from the fact that they can emit. It's common to both the input and output side of the configuration. Here the circuit diagram of the common base terminal and common collector, common emitter connection. Here the common emitter terminal is common to both. Here common base configuration, and common emitter base current amplification factor is beta. These are the base factor. In common emitter connection, input current is base current and output current is collector current. So this is the relation between these are the beta is the factor for that. The ratio of change in collector current to the change in base current is known as base current amplification factor beta. What is the alpha? Alpha is the current amplification factor, and here beta is base current amplification factor, that is IC divided by IB. So normally only 5% of emitter current flow to the base, so amplification factor is greater than 20. Usually this is the range varies from 20 to 500. Okay, these are the relation between alpha and beta. With the beta and alpha is the rate of change of collector current to the emitter current, and beta the rate of collector current to the base current, change in rate of the change in collector current to the change in base current. Okay, these are the beta, and alpha is the change in collector current to change in emitter current. So we already know I is equal to IB into IC, IB plus IC. Okay, so the rate of change of IE means I like this, see here in the modification. So the beta factor is calculated is 1 alpha into 1 minus alpha, and put it in this next equation. Here the is the inverse ratio of that. So these are the collector current equation. See carefully, write down. This is the IC is equal to alpha into IE plus IBCO means collector base voltage. Okay, collector base current. I equal to IB plus IC is equal to, again we already know IC is equal to alpha E plus ICB. So put this value into the, take a common of IE in this equation. So 1 minus alpha is equal to IB plus ICBO. So the I is equal to IB upon 1 minus alpha, 1 minus alpha plus IBO. Okay, so these are the, after IC is the negligible, so we can put this is the input characteristics of that. This I think this slide is skip. Okay, this is the common collector configuration. So this is the characteristics of characteristics. IBIC is rapidly change, almost independent. These are the macro amplification factor, VCE, VCB, whatever is the, see you read this carefully after the completion. We already, this slide is repeated. And this side also I think repeat, no it's not repeated. The common collector terminal here is see here we already the common base, common collector and common emitter terminal. We want to see the configuration of that. This is the, so now in next lecture we see the this common emitter, common junction configuration factor. So thank you for watching. Okay, today we will stop here. We continue in the next lecture. So first we whatever the point is covered in this lecture, we revise this. First of all, what is a transistor, how it is made, how it is manufactured, formation of transistor, which terminal is used to, how many terminal, how many types of transistor, what is in the collector, what is in by emitter, what is in by base, where characteristics of that, mode of transistor, like the active mode, saturation region is also a region, saturation region and cutoff region. In cutoff region it acts as a open switch, saturation region it acts as a closed switch, and active region it acts as an amplifier. We cover this topic, and next we go for the correction, connect common emitter, common collector, common base, current equation of common emitter, common base, what is meant by I equal to output. Then thank you. Today we are stop here. So use in next lecture we cover remaining parts.